quiz on early American history.
All right.
Who was Paul Revere?
He wrote two lanterns, one by land, two by sea. I thought when the British was coming.
He warned the people of Boston that the British were coming. Do you think Paul Revere was an American hero? Yeah, generally I think Paul Revere. Turns out the facts are he was a drunken derelict. He was assigned to be on watch with one other person in a church bell tower to look out onto the horizon in the middle of the night on April 18, 1775. And he was supposed to warn the townspeople like 30, 45 minutes in advance of the British showing up. But it was April, and it was the middle of the night, and it was freezing cold, so Revere and his partner were drinking ale all night to keep warm. And then they kind of sat down in this bell tower, and then they heard the stomping of marching soldiers. They looked up over the edge, and the British were right below them. So Revere stumbled down the stairs, got onto a horse, and bolted through town yelling, "The British are coming." He was supposed to do that with two lanterns, do it quietly, and nobody would notice. Why do you remember that? Why do you remember Paul Revere as being a hero, do you think? Listen, my children, you will hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. The facts have nothing to do with it. What you remember is the story. Right? And Longfellow wrote a poem that integrated Revere's name, it rhymed, and it stuck with us, and the story then becomes better because it works well with the poem. Who was the other guy?
Don't remember his
And why don't you remember that?
It's not part of the story, but
It didn't rhyme. Yes, it's not part of the story, and the facts really don't matter. And what I mean by they don't matter, it's not that it isn't historically significant. It's that we don't remember facts, we remember stories. So what does that have to do with B&I? When you're talking about your business and you're asked for the day, you have 45 seconds. Tell a story. Make it brief, make it relatable, something that people can connect with. Now look around the room and think about what each of us does. It's a rhetorical question, you don't need to say it, but think about what each of us does and where the gaps are, because you probably remember a good story that we told that related to our business, and that allows you to repeat it. Because you can repeat the midnight ride of Paul Revere because you heard it from Longfellow, but you know nothing about William Thomas. Tell a story. Thank you.